everyone, I hope you're well. So today I'm going to do a favourites video. I don't think I've done one for a good few months. So this is kind of everything I've been loving for the last few months and definitely over the month of April. There are a few new things and I think most of actually these products that I'm going to talk about I haven't mentioned before, and I'm really enjoying them all and would highly recommend them. So if you're interested to find out what I've been loving recently, then stay watching. So I'll get started. I'm going to start with skincare, hair care stuff first and leave the makeup right to the end. So I'm going to start with shampoo, and I've been having real trouble with shampoos for the last few months. My hair has felt really dry and damaged, and as you can tell, I colour treat it. I use heat styling products as well, so sometimes it's not in the best of condition, but I've never had that problem where it looks kind of dry, but I have over the last few months. So I invested in this Aveda shampoo after many good recommendations from people, and I can absolutely say this is amazing. It's made my hair feel much healthier, it looks much shinier than it did. It doesn't feel dry and brittle even after I use kind of heat styling products on it, and I really like it. I also bought the matching conditioner to the Aveda Smooth Infusion, but I don't like that very much at all. It's too thin for my hair. I need a much thicker conditioner, but the shampoo is absolutely amazing, and it says it smooths, softens, moisturizes to reduce frizz, and that's exactly what it does. So if you have frizzy or damaged hair at all, then I definitely recommend you trying the Aveda Smooth Infusion. It's one of the best I've ever tried, and I've been using this every single day and I'm almost out, and I'll definitely repurchase. But I didn't really like the conditioner, so usually I like to buy things in pairs, but I wouldn't recommend the conditioner. Maybe if you had kind of lighter hair than mine, finer, not as thick, then it might work for you, but it's just not as creamy as I would like in a conditioner. So the other hair care thing is a hairbrush. I think I have mentioned this before actually, but I have to rave about it again because it's absolutely amazing. I get very knotty tangled hair when I've washed my hair, and it would take me a good 20 minutes to brush it out in sections, but this really helps. It doesn't tug on my hair at all, it doesn't rip any of it out. It gets really deep, unlike the Tangle Teaser, which I found just kind of hit the surface of my hair but didn't get deep enough into the tangles. But this one is amazing, and it's the Michel Mercier Detangler, I think it's called. I'm not entirely sure of the exact name, but it's by Michel Mercier, and it costs about £14. I think I got it from Beauty Bay, but would definitely recommend it. It's really good if you get very knotty hair. It gets very deep and it doesn't tug or pull as well, so that's fantastic. So the other hair care thing is something that I mentioned in my haul video, and I have to talk about it again because I absolutely love this. It's so quick and easy to use, it gets great results, and it's a great price as well. And it's the Babyliss Boutique Soft Waves wand. You've probably heard lots of people talk about it. I've read it on lots of blogs and seen it on YouTube quite a lot, but I didn't get it for a few months even though I'd heard great things about it because I have a few conical wands that I like to use. This is very similar to a conical wand, but it's not tapered, so it doesn't go any thinner, so it keeps the same kind of width of wand the whole way, which means you get a very even and looser, fatter wave, which I really like. I've done it today, and as you can see, it's very loose. It looks kind of dropped out waves, which I really like. It's very casual, but it gives a little bit of body to the hair, and it works amazingly. This costs $29.99. Highly recommend it if you want to get add a little bit of shape to your hair, you don't want overdone curls, then this is a really good tool to use, and I really love it. So I've moved on from hair care. I'm going to do skincare stuff that I'm loving, and there are quite a few things that I absolutely rely on and I think are fantastic. The first one being this L'Oreal Paris Micellar water. This came out I think a few weeks ago. I couldn't find it anywhere, all Boots had sold out, and then on my lunch break the other day I found a Boots on Carnaby Street which had it, so I bought 2 or 3 bottles. Absolutely amazing, just as good as Bioderma. It costs a third of the price. I think it's $4.99, something like that. It's on offer at Boots at the moment for 2 for £6 as well, so if you're interested, definitely go and pick that up because that is an absolute bargain. But it's a fantastic makeup remover. It dissolves absolutely everything. All waterproof mascaras, all very heavy eye makeup, gets rid of without pulling, without tugging. It's effortless, it just feels like water. It has no kind of perfume or smell. It's great for sensitive skin, and it just dissolves the makeup effortlessly. If you're thinking about getting, or you were thinking about getting Bioderma, I recommend you try this first because it's just as good if not better, and it's amazing price, and it's just I love everything about this, and it was $4.99. As you can see, I've only had it just over a week and I've used quite a lot, so I'm glad that I have backups of that. Sticking with skincare, a serum that I've been using. Usually I don't tend to use serums a lot, but I saw this in TK Maxx and I had to try it because I've been using a hyaluronic toner for quite a while and I've noticed that it's done great things to my skin. So when I saw this, it was $4.99, had to try it. It's absolutely amazing. It's transformed my skin. It's the Balance Active Hyaluron Youth Serum, and you can buy this on Amazon for $4.99. It's really affordable, but it's absolutely amazing. It makes my skin feel so smooth. It's evened it out. It's helped get rid of any dark spots that I've had. I've just seen, after using it for a few months, a real transformation in my skin. It looks younger. It just looks in so much better condition. Makeup applies better because the texture is so much better, and it's so cheap and affordable. You don't have to go and spend £20 or £30 like the other hyaluronic serums tend to be, but I definitely recommend checking out the Balance Active Formula Hyaluronic Youth Serum because it's just done wonders on my skin. If you want to transform and get very, very even looking and very soft skin, then definitely try that. I use that before I apply a moisturiser day and night. It does leave the skin feeling a little bit tacky, which is a bit weird. It kind of has this kind of sticky texture to it, but it goes away after a few minutes. But other than that, it's amazing. Moisturiser wise, I'm using the same day moisturiser, which is my Ole Henriksen one, but at night I've been trying this sample which I got in kind of a gift pack from Clarins, and I really, really love it. I'm going to buy the full size version of this because I'm almost out, and it's the Multi-Active Night Youth Recovery Cream. It's really nice. It's not too thick. It sinks in really nicely. It doesn't feel too greasy. I have oily skin, so I tend to stay away from very, very heavy moisturizers, and at night I do know that you need to use a little bit more heavy one, and this one's just perfect. It's not too heavy, but it's heavy enough. I wake up, my skin feels really refreshed, really nourished, really moisturized, smells amazing, and yeah, it just keeps my skin looking very youthful and kind of plump and lovely, and I couldn't recommend this one more. And it's the Multi-Active Night Youth Recovery Cream by Clarins. Don't know how much it is because I only have the sample size one, but I imagine it will be high-end prices, but I really, really enjoy it. The other skincare, or the last skincare thing I have to talk about, is a peel. I think I've mentioned this before, but it's absolutely amazing, and I wanted to reiterate how amazing it is. And it's the Ole Henriksen's Lemon Strip Face Peel, Flash Peel. It says that it exfoliates, visibly reduces wrinkles and pores with lactic, glycolic and fruit acids. So basically it's a lactic and glycolic peel that you can use at home. It's amazing. I use this once a week. I slather it all over my face. It's kind of got this really weird clear gel formula. It stings for about a good 2 or 3 minutes, but then I don't feel anything. I wash it off after 10 minutes and my skin just feels amazing. My pores are reduced. I have a few fine lines. They look reduced. My skin just looks refreshed and healthy, not angry or red at all. If you have very sensitive skin, this might not be great for it, but my skin is actually okay and it can take quite a lot of harsh products. But if you have very sensitive skin, maybe look into it a little bit more. But it's absolutely amazing. I use this once a week and it's the only peel that I've been using. It smells really nice. It's very fresh. It has a lemon scent and it has this really nice kind of jelly texture. You apply it with this brush. I'm not entirely sure why. It's kind of not the softest brush in the world, but you apply it all over your face with the brush and leave it for 10 minutes. Absolutely love this. Best peel I have ever tried, and that's by Ole Henriksen. I think it was about £35 or so, which isn't bad. It's really, really worth it. So I'm going to go into makeup, which is the most exciting stuff, and I have quite a few of new bits in here to talk about. So I'll start with foundation. And I actually only bought this last week, so I know I'm including it in a favourites video, but I really, really love it. I've used it for about 4 or 5 days, so for me that's long enough to test whether I really like it or not, and instantly I loved it. Unfortunately I got the wrong colour, but it's still workable. I can still wear it. I'm going to go and buy a lighter shade in it this afternoon. So the foundation I'm talking about is the No7 Beautifully Matte foundation. Now I've heard lots of people rave about this. I think the Pixie Woo sisters talked about it in a foundation video, or maybe it was Lisa Eldridge. Someone amazing talked about it, and I had it on my list for a long time. When I was lunchtime shopping the other day, I'd just run out of my Lancome Taint Idol Ultra, which I absolutely love, but I wanted to try something new. This is really, really nice. If you have normal to oily or combination skin, this is fantastic. It offers really great coverage. It almost reminds me of Bourjois Healthy Mix a little bit. Has a liquid, almost matte, kind of between a liquid and a mousse formula. Sorry, not matte. A liquid and a mousse formula. It's kind of a thick liquid. It's not runny at all. It gives really, really great coverage. It lasts all day. It looks fresh. It doesn't look too matte. It mattifies, but it's not flat. It adds kind of a healthy glow. It looks very natural on the skin. It's great coverage, so you don't really need to build it. It instantly looks amazing on the face, and I just love everything about it. I do have to blot and powder, as I do with all foundations, because I have very, very oily skin, but I imagine if you have less oily skin and normal skin, this will last all day. It does say that it should last 14 hours, which is amazing, and I guess it would, but on me it probably lasts a good 6 hours, and then I have to blot and add powder. It says, for an even all-day shine-free look with a soft, even finish, up to 14 hours shine-free complexion and a soft, even finish. And it's an SPF 15 and hyperallergenic. Really recommend this. At the moment, Boots have a £3 off voucher, so I think this was about £10, which is amazing. Great quality. It really reminds me of the Bourjois Healthy Mix and Chanel Matte Lumiere and Dior Forever. It's kind of a mixture of all of them. Amazing, but it's quite a thick formulation, which I actually really like. I didn't think I would, but I really, really enjoy using that. Setting powders wise, I have two that are amazing, and they're both completely different price points. As you can see, one is Rimmel and one is Chanel. I'll talk about the Chanel one first, and this is the much hyped Le Beige Healthy Le Beige, I don't know how to say it, Healthy Glow Sheer Powder SPF 15, and I know this is sold out in 2 of the colours, I think, and it's sold out across Europe, I think, which is ridiculous. But I did want the colour 20, but because it was sold out, I got number 10, and it's absolutely fine. I'm very pale anyway, so this is cool. It's a really beautiful powder. It almost reminds me of a MAC MSF, but it's not as shiny, or it's not as it doesn't have as much glow to it, but it adds just enough glow. It mattifies really nicely. It doesn't add too much coverage. It looks very, very natural. It's very finely milled. Smells absolutely amazing. It's definitely one of my favourite finishing powders that I've ever tried. It just doesn't mattify the skin too much, but it does enough just to get rid of the shine, which I really, really like. I prefer it to the MAC MSF, so I really recommend, if you can get hold of this, then definitely try it. It's really, really beautiful, and it just smells amazing. It gives a nice amount of shine-free coverage without being heavy, and it's beautiful. The other finishing powder I'm trying is much cheaper. This was about £3 or £4, I think, but Tanya Bear always raves about it, and it's been on my list to try for years. And I just saw it the other day and thought, right, okay, I'll give it a go. Now that I work longer hours, I really have to have a powder that makes my foundation last or keeps away the oil much, much longer. Now that I'm not at home, it really matters that I don't have completely grease face by the end of the day, so that's why I've been buying quite a lot of powders. I've tried a few more as well, but these are definitely my favourite. And the Rimmel Stay Matte one is the long-lasting pressed powder, and I got the colour Peach Glow. So this isn't the transparent one. This one has a little bit of colour and a little bit of coverage to it. It's really finely milled. This is just as good as a high-end finishing powder. It's really beautiful. It looks very natural on the skin. It gives quite a bit more coverage than the Chanel one. The Chanel one is great maybe if you don't have very oily skin and you need just a nice finishing powder, but this is definitely more heavy duty than the Chanel one, and I tend to go for this on office days just because I need the heavier duty, but for weekends and things and times when I don't need it to last all day, I've been using the Chanel one. But I really like the Rimmel Stay Matte one. It's fantastic quality for the price, and one of my favourite finishing powders that I've ever tried. So I'll move on. Another Chanel thing I have is a concealer. I picked up this a couple of weeks ago. I've tried it before. One of my best friends had it, and I've been wanting to buy it for ages, and when I was buying the powder I thought I might as well buy this as well. And it's the Lasting Perfection, no it's not, it's the Chanel Perfection Lumiere Concealer for under the eyes. It's amazing. A little bit of it goes a very long way. You hardly need any. It's very creamy. It's really nice coverage. It doesn't sit in any fine lines. Looks very natural, and yeah, it's a great under eye concealer. Really, really highly recommend that one. I'll move along a little bit quicker because it's going to be a really long video if I don't. Eyeshadow wise, I've been loving this. I use this pretty much every single day, and it's the NARS and God Created Woman palette. The two colours that I typically use day to day are Alhambra, which is this beautiful kind of metallic peachy one here. It just looks amazing on the skin. I use that all over, and that's basically all I do. It just gives enough of a colour to even out the eyelid, and it's really, really flattering. The other one I tend to use as well is this soft mid-tone kind of metallic bronzy shade here, and I'll try and swatch them, but I know it's a bit the light's a bit bright, but as you can see they're both here. Beautiful pigmentation. Absolutely love this palette, and this is basically all I reach for when I'm a rush in the morning. And then eyeliner wise, the only one I've been using Alhambra pretty much all over my lid, and then I've just been doing a very simple flick with my eyeliner. And the one that I really like to use is this liquid liner by L'Oreal, and it's the Super Liner Perfect Slim. The tip of it is really nice. It's very, very thin. It's movable. You can get a great flick with it and a great shape. It's very, very black. It lasts really well. I have quite watery eyes. It doesn't budge. It's really nice, and it has a slight glossy finish. Really, really love that one. On my eyebrows, I've been loving my Lancome eyebrow pencil. This is one of the best eyebrow pencils I have ever used. It almost has a powder formula to it, so it's like applying a powder to your eyebrows, but in a pencil form, which makes it super quick and super easy. It's very pigmented. It gives great colour payoff. It allows you to get fantastic definition, fill in all the gaps, but it doesn't look heavy on the skin. It doesn't look powdery on the skin, even though it feels like a powdery formula. And I just love everything about this. If they have the right colour for you in this, I really, really recommend it, because it's just one of the easiest, effortless eyebrow products that I have ever used. Cheeks wise, I've been contouring with my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting powder. Amazing, great colour. It has a slight kind of grey tone to it, which is fantastic for adding shape and definition to the cheeks. The quality of the powder is amazing. It's very finely milled. It gives very, very natural sculpted kind of chiseled looks to your cheeks. I will try and do kind of a contour video, because I contour every single day. Rely on it. This is absolutely amazing. On my cheeks, I've been using blush wise. This is a little bit mean because we can't get it anymore, but this is all I've been using, so I had to mention it because otherwise it wouldn't be a real favourite if I kind of made something up. And it's MAC's Ripe Peach, which is one of my favourite blushes of all time. I saw it in my collection, picked it out, and I haven't put it down basically for the past month. Has a gradient of kind of a beautiful kind of orangey peach to a coral pink. Swirl it all together and you just get the most beautiful kind of coral peachy glow to the cheeks, and I absolutely love this. MAC needs to bring this out because it's fantastic. Estee Lauder do a dupe copy of it if you can get hold of it, called Peach Nuance. I'm not sure if they discontinued it, but somebody said they did, but I have seen it at counters, and that's very, very similar, almost identical in fact. Lips wise, the only thing I've been wearing on my lips, very, very simple, as I'm in a rush every single day, the only thing pretty much is the Instant Light Lip Perfector from Clarins. I haven't been without one of these for well over 3 years. I have all the colours, and yeah, like I said, I repurchase them every time they run out, and they're my absolute favourite kind of hydrating lip gloss product. They offer a tiny bit of colour. They're very, very creamy. They're really hydrating, but they add a really beautiful kind of healthy glow to the lips, and this is the shade number 3, which is a beautiful kind of soft peach colour. The other two colours are very natural as well, and they have brought out some new shades which I need to get hold of, but would never be without one of these Instant Light Lip Perfectors, but recently this is all I've been using. Nails wise, last but not least, is a new nail polish I picked up just over a week ago, and I haven't had it off my nails. I think it's absolutely amazing. One of the best nail polish formulas I've ever tried, and it's the new Rimmel Salon Pro Kate nail polishes, and it's almost a gel kind of formula to it. It's really thick, very, very shiny. The brush is really wide, so it gets a great finish on your nails. You just brush it on once and it fits the whole of your nail. It's so creamy, opaque, absolutely amazing. One coat perfect, really beautiful shiny finish, and it lasts absolutely ages. Usually on me, nail polishes don't last at all, but this has been lasting really well. Almost 3 or 4 days, which is amazing. This is the shade Hip Hop, which is kind of an orangey red. Anyway, I'm running out of time. I hope you're well, and I will see you soon.